Mahila, I've got this here. Now 29735 trigonal. Women's 100 free Duluth twice. Possibly sisters. But that I did notice that no 800 free tonight, even though it was on the schedule for tonight. And then it seemed like they changed the time. The first time I looked at it, it said that I'm talking about Olympic trials for swimming. I was a swimmer. I can kind of relate, but they said that it was going to be at 9, and then on Thursday and one other day, and then it got switched to 10 and now 9 or something. I don't know. Maybe I looked at it wrong, but so it was like 2 hours. So so then we were watching it and everything was fine, and then I said yeah or something, and my dad like got up and he's like, "That's all you say?" Like he said it kind of like under his breath as he was walking towards the kitchen. And I do say yeah a lot to my parents because I don't really have anything else to say except to agree with whatever they say. um, and then they took out lane lines. So then I was driving and I had made that hype video. And I don't mean anything against anybody. And, if you're going through the deal, keep going. Like it'll work out. Like God's not going to leave somebody that just started at day 3 or day 1. Like, you know, he's not going to leave them just stranded. So, sometimes I get to thinking, I'm like, man, I don't know what all the other situations are. So took out lane lines. So and then on the radio, no longer any penalty for not having. Let me get this. No longer any penalty for not having insurance. So then I immediately looked up the deaths, and GM Piero Bonaparti, Italian, 4 July 1928 to 18 June Boba, was last of Julia Colasso, 1941, 11 June, was a Brazilian. Igor Nikolaevich Zhilzovsky, 1 July 1963, 12 June, was a Soviet and Belarusian speed skater. Jeffrey Walter Edelston, 2 May 1943 to 11 June, was an Australian. 1134 septenary. Can you believe that? So, these numbers, they kind of fluctuate and show up like, I don't know. They can be misleading because sometimes I stack on the intel so much that it's like, whoa, Brock, like, what are you doing? Like, you went past the rapture, like, So, but I don't know, like, so 3,500 Jewish ordinal and 29,735 times 1134 is 33,719,490. Necrosis, Greek, Moses' father-in-law, Hebrew. So keep faith, okay? Keep faith in Lord Jesus. And, yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say on this one. I just noticed it, and, it's not exactly, if you go off those kind of, keepers of the yard and everything for King David, in Chronicles that we went over, it's Moreland David Wiley. But this, I'm telling you, this GM Piero Bonaparti is actually a more accurate version of that, and I do think that that was symbolic that they said on the radio right then. They said that, and then I checked it, and it had just happened. That he had passed away. So, all right. So I don't know. got some other things talking about USA, like is it the Persia Media seven princes or something? If other people have gone through, but the core on A is, I think, Alex Graudins, who I swam with you know at SCAD, and all that means is one time he said, he was like, "Oh, you look fitter than me in this picture" or something, and he was just joking around. It was just whatever, and he'd be the last person that would say something like that, but still a great guy, and but I do think he was in breaststroke and he was leading the whole way, and then my friend David from CUI, I think was the guy that was seated first. So you had both of them in there, and they kind of, the way they set that up was kind of a trick, really. Like, it's no one's fault. Nobody's at fault. I mean, I, I mean, I don't do anything right. Like, the Bible, it's like, don't, like the word of God, he might get mad because, like, well, you did it all right, but the last thing you didn't do right, like following the law and stuff and how it's supposed to go down. I'm kind of like the Leviathan, the crooked serpent. Like, I wore a brace for my chest and I would sleep with it, and then it was irregular. So it's like anything I do is like it'll be all right, but like a little bit crooked, a little bit corrupted. So just be aware of that. But and if I'm like that, then my Ezekiel 17 is like that, because the roots stretch towards each other. So in the vines, and um, all right, but it's nothing to worry about. Okay, we're making it. It's gonna be okay. Okay, even if nothing happens and and we just keep going on, and then we're waiting for Jesus' second coming. Like, he said he's coming back. He said he's coming back quickly. Like, we have to trust, like, that we're gonna make it. Like, I really do think that we will, and that he's gonna save us. Whether he's Gondel or whether he's Robert Shaw or whatever, like, the true Jesus that says grace and mercy, and that you don't have to pray before a meal and just enjoy your food, and like, live your life, and like just try to be kind, that he's gonna save us. So, all right, thank you.